Good evening, I'm Lee Anderson. Firefighters in Bend and Lapine were on pins and needles last night, watching to see if their fire levies would pass. Bola Badabo has reaction on the levies and how voter turnout affected the results.
Both fire levies passed last night, but their margins were much different. The Lapine levy passed easily, but the Bend one passed by just a few percent.
Over the last few elections, voters seem to have been voting a little bit later anyway, so I wasn't entirely surprised, and we were prepared, and that's why we were able to handle that load of 12,000 ballots cast yesterday.
The May special elections brought in a higher turnout than anticipated for Deschutes and Crook County. The Deschutes County Clerk says voters showed up with more than 20,000 ballots within 48 hours of the election deadline.
2 years ago, we had 31% turnout, which is right around where we are right now. 4 years ago, however, we didn't even reach 25% turnout, so this is really, really good.
The Cook County Clerk said voter turnout hit a record since she took office in 2015.
The voter turnout was great this election. It was more than double our last district election, which was somewhere a little above 15.
So far, Deschutes County resulted in 29.7% voter turnout, while Crook County had 38.5%. Jefferson County is at 18.7%. I spoke with a couple local voters who had reactions to the Bend Fire and Rescue 5-year operating levy.
I voted in support of it.
The levy would allow Bend Fire and Rescue to fund firefighters and paramedics and help provide emergency medical services to the community. The Bend Fire Chief says the levy is essential to staffing.
We'll be able to add a 4th paramedic ambulance after we receive revenue from this levy.
Obviously, Bend's been growing pretty rapidly, and so any additional resources to support reactions for fires or emergency services seems like a positive thing. Most of the arguments against it in the voter pamphlet sounded almost conspiratorial.
Another resident expressed dissent for the fire levy.
I totally agree with everything that they want, and I think it needs to be funded, but it shouldn't be a special levy.
The operating levy is at 76 cents per $1,000 of taxable assessed value, or a 56-cent increase. The existing levy of 20 cents per $1,000 of taxable assessed value is set to expire on June 30th of next year.
It does give the city extra funds that we as the people have no control over what they spend that money on.
According to the Deschutes County Clerk, any ballots received in the mail, postmarked on or before yesterday, will be counted. Bola Badabo, News Channel 21.